All right, Mopar time here at Unique Specialty and Classics. Let's take a look at this one, 1969 Plymouth GTX. Real deal GTX, good looking, two-door hardtop. Best of all, numbers matching, 440 V8 underneath the hood. That's paired up with an automatic transmission. That is also numbers matching. Original paint code in this car, F5 green with F8 green interior. Car has underwent a repaint by the previous owner. Let's take a look at this front grille, headlight surrounds, bumper. Now bumpers front and rear have been re-chromed. Rest of the bright work on this car, a lot of it is still original, shows well. If you want to take your time looking through the still pictures, I'll get into quite a few details as we walk around this car. So if you want to take your time looking through the still pictures and check that out also, uniqueclassiccars.com is where you can see the still pics. If you're watching this video on YouTube, you can click on the link down below this video. It's going to take you right to our website where all the pics are. And of course you can call us 507-386-1726. As you can see, the Magnum 500 wheels. Now, the 14-inch ones were replaced with 15-inch Magnum 500 wheels by the previous owner. A lot of other things have been done to this car. Let's start with some of the things up on the front. As far as the front end of this car, suspension components I'm talking about, new shocks, control arms, bushings, steering components, etc. As far as the rear of the car's suspension goes, new shocks, rebuilt leaf springs, and this was done in 2021. The control arms are painted goldish, brownish. It's a color to replicate the factory appearance of the Cosmo line. Engine was professionally rebuilt as well as the transmission, and that was done approximately 7,000 miles ago. Right now this car shows 122,073 on the odometer. That is original miles. 115,000 approximately is when the engine and transmission were rebuilt, and a lot of this stuff has been done within just the past 2-3 years. So this car, I would say, frame on restoration is how I would word it, with the repaint and the rebuild of the engine, interior, chrome bumpers, and I'll get into more. We went over some of the suspension components, the paint, the interior, the engine. We're going to start it up, let you hear it run. Take a look underneath that hood at the engine bay. You'll be able to see the underside of this car in the still pics. It actually would have come with a undercoating, and you're going to see that on the data tag. I'm going to tell you where to see the data tag. We'll get into a lot more in this car as we walk around it. Up and down the passenger side, you can see paint shows well, panels are nice and straight. Man, this car is a head turner, no doubt about that. Coming around to the rear bumper, like I said, also has been re-chromed. That shows well. Now, some of the original bright work I was talking about. Surrounds around the taillights. GTX logos on the deck lid. Now, these are original. They are showing some pitting. To me, man, that adds to the character of this car. Get in, drive it, have some fun. Local roll-ins, cruise-ins, your local shows. And also remember, we do consider trades. Financing is available. Of course, we can assist with transportation, and this vehicle may be eligible for an extended service contract. Consult with your sales associate when you call in or email. I mentioned the underside of this car a little bit. Like I said, it did come with an underbody, came with factory undercoating, rust proofing, would have called it back in the day. I believe that was J55 on the broadcast sheet. It's in very nice condition. Again, take a look at the underside pictures. Fuel system, since we're in the back of this car, or at the back of the car, does have a new fuel system as far as pump, sending unit, new gas tank. That was just recently done by the current owner. Underside the car, you're also going to see new TTI stainless exhaust system that was done in 2021. Mentioned new interior as far as carpet, door panels, chrome headliners, door handles. That was also done by the current owner. The vinyl top was done in 2019. So again, a lot of this restoration work done within the last 2, 3, 4 years. And any questions, call us 507-386-1726, uniqueclassiccars.com. Take your time looking through the still pictures. Stick around to the very end of this video and we're going to take this car for a drive, show you how it goes down the road. There is a spot here where it has had a little bit of touch up. Was a scratch. I do want to mention that. And that should be in the still pictures too if you want to take a peek at that. All right, let's move along to this interior. So we do have vinyl bucket seats, center console, of course, that automatic shifter. I've played around with a few things. The radio does power up. I did not get much of a reception. It was a little scratchy. Maybe outside, get in a more densely populated area, so to speak, with a radio station may work, but it does power up. Had static. I did not get a station. Tachometer worked, horn worked, wipers worked, blower fan works. So fun car to drive too. All right, take a look at the condition of the seats. Of course, you'd have your shoulder belts. And if you take a look up above the passenger seat, you can see where it is up by the headliner. Also take a peek at the headliner, good shape. Rear seat and belts intact. No major rips, tears, holes, anything like that in the vinyl. I think it's time we start this up. But real quick before I start it up, just remember something. Original Carter carburetor in the trunk. That was rebuilt a few years ago, but current owner put on an Edelbrock, I believe it was a 750, 650 or 750 with electric choke, a little better runnability. Original Carter carb in the trunk. And as you can see, fire's right up. Now notice gas gauge is coming up. Alternator needle moving. Tack over here, also working. That was a cold start. I wouldn't expect that temp gauge to be up. I mentioned horn worked, wipers worked. Now I did notice a very slight fine crack in the dash. And there is a highlight sheet about the things I'm telling you that came with this car. I am going to pass that along. Door closes nicely, as well as a breakdown of the owners and what the mileage was when the owners had it. So I'll take a picture of that, make sure I get that in with the still pictures. Listen to this. Wow, good sounding car. There's the rumble. Brakes, I didn't get into the brakes. Brake system completely rebuilt. Shoes, springs, brake cylinders, hoses, etc. New master cylinder in 2021 by the current owner. And as you can see, the brake drums are painted with rally red paint on the outer diameter of the drums per the restoration manual. Supposedly prepared that way during production. Like I said, I will take a picture of kind of the highlighted sheet that I have these notes on. It'll be in with the still pictures. Let's pause this 1 second. I want to get this hood open so we can check out this engine bay. Underside of the hood, nice and clean and tidy, just like the rest of the car. There it is. Numbers matching 440 Super Commando V8. Gotta love the exhaust manifolds on these cars too. That is paired up with a numbers matching automatic transmission. Power steering. Look back over here, you can see power steering pump. Good looking engine bay. Fender tag. You'll be able to see that in with the still pictures also. And like I said, look through the highlighted sheet that I will have the picture of in with the rest of the pictures in case I missed anything. And don't be afraid to call. Consult with a sales associate, 507-386-1726, uniqueclassiccars.com. Take your time looking through all the still pictures. Look at the underside, trunk, interior. Remember, stick around to the very end. We're taking this car for a drive, show you how it goes down the road. We do consider trades. Financing is available. Of course, we can assist with transportation, and this vehicle may be eligible for an extended service contract. Consult with your sales associate when you call in or email.
Hey, Did you know that this car qualifies for an extended warranty? It's just like the one you get at your new car dealership, except it covers your classic car instead. Covers all the major components like engine, transmission, drivetrain, and you can get coverage up to 10 years. Repairs aren't cheap. These extended warranties are a no-brainer. Contact us for a quote on this car today.
Today we're driving a 1969 Plymouth GTX in a great period correct green color with some black on the hood. This is an automatic right here in the center console, which makes it super easy to drive. Lots of power in this car. Let's see how she does. Nice acceleration, nice smooth ride out of this car. Factory horn is working. Fuel gauge showing half a tank. The alternator is charging over half on the gauge. Temperature about a third of the way up. Awesome tachometer right here. Factory AM radio. That is working as well. The blower motor is working. We also have floor vents. I love floor vents. New cars should still have floor vents. Just pull a lever, fresh air flows in with no power fan needed. Comfortable vinyl bucket seats with adjustable headrests. Green on green. It's a very good throwback to 1969. Our turn signals are working and the fender indicators, they're lighting up as well. Another thing Mopar did on a lot of cars. It makes it easier to see your indicators. It's got corners nicely, especially for a 69 big bodied car. Nice throaty exhaust note. Very easy to drive. Comfortable, powerful 1969 Plymouth GTX. Take a look at all the pictures and learn about this car at uniqueclassiccars.com.